Yo, what up, y'all? We're live. We're back. Special Wednesday night edition of the Freaks and Peaks podcast. Until we rebrand, still podcast, right? We had a Nintendo Direct today, and we had the big release of Final Fantasy 16 in a couple hours or an hour or so. So just wanted to do a quick cast and get it out of the way because we're all gonna be indisposed as of tomorrow. But of course, we got a Cosmic Kaiser 6 in the house. We got
found one in Arizona.
We got a Despair, aka 100 Big Beef.
You're...
And we got Folly of Dreams in the building.
What's up? What's up?
And then yours truly. Hey, what's up, Nikki? Usual super freaky stuff. Yes. So we're just gonna go straight into it because we're I don't want to say we're short on time, but let's just
we're short on time.
We're short on time. We're short on time, but we're not short on time. Just want to talk about this Nintendo Direct. So, I feel like Despair really liked this Nintendo Direct a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like you want to lead off?
I didn't even I knew they were gonna have one, but I forgot because they announced it 2 days ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it didn't even sound important because it was kind of like one of those throwaway tweets. Like it didn't feel like a big deal. It's just like,
tune in on the 21st. Blah blah blah.
I thought it was fake.
Forward. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was fake because it came around fucking a week ago, right? Like everybody's coming off Summer Games Fest and they were like, "Is Nintendo doing anything?" And it was like, "Hey, yeah, it was Direct next week." I was like, "Oh, that's a meme." It's a fake Nintendo.
I woke up and I was like, "Oh shit!" So to my YouTube feed, I was like, "Oh shit." And I caught it late, but luckily on YouTube you could rewind, so I just turned that shit back, watched that whole shit, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like they should have did this shit last week. That shit was hitting. Like they should have had that. They should have did that during the fucking when everyone else was going, because Sony was shit, but Microsoft and Nintendo, I don't know what the fuck they were smoking. Like, they were busting shit out.
Yeah, man.
I feel like Nintendo usually goes hard, right?
No, well,
not always.
Sometimes.
Because you know why? When they're gonna go out, they usually make a tweet a week in advance. This shit was kind of thrown on the weekend. There might be a fucking a Nintendo Direct, right? But so I woke up and then it feels like life changed because everyone's blowing up on the Discord and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh damn, it was that big of a deal. I would have.
So the thing about Nintendo Directs, right? When they usually say shit like, we're gonna show games that are coming out at such and such time, or what did they say? They were like, we're gonna show games that are coming out between now and the end of 2023. When you see that, when I see that, I just assume it's gonna be things that I already know is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think they were gonna show all that shit that I had literally no idea about. Everything, the majority of the shit they showed was new, or shit that I did not expect or didn't know about, and that's crazy to me because most of these events is that leaked already. Yeah, we saw that at the last event or whatever. And this shit, there was hella shit that was just I was like, what? Like that, I should have recorded that shit. Next fucking Direct, I'm making sure I record that shit because I was mind blown at some of this shit. I did not expect Mario RPG. I'll tell you that much, and I also did not expect fucking well, I mean, I expected a new Mario, but I didn't know if we'd see it today. Obviously they're gonna shove Mario down our throats now because of the Mario movie going off. But I didn't expect all that.
We got three Mario games announced, right?
We got Luigi's Mansion 2 remake, which is the best game. That game is I can't wait to play that shit. That shit was amazing.
I never played it because it got dropped on the 3DS and it just
that shit was godlike.
Other games came out on the time, so I'm looking forward to playing that. But all those other games too, it's man, I kind of wish they dropped these games when the movie or push back the movie. But you know what? It's whatever.
I mean, the movie's momentum is still there.
The movie's just digitally released, right?
Yeah, definitely still ongoing.
People still talking about that shit. So
that's not going away anytime soon.
And then the holidays, motherfuckers, people gonna get the DVDs for their kids. This is DVDs, the Blu-rays for their kids and all that other shit. Kids gonna be all up in that shit. So that's the perfect time to release a Mario game. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, I
But-
think there was just so much that was like it was jam packed. It was just kind of like there was a few things in there. There was a few like in
They
between.
announced it. They didn't even have to announce. Bruh,
Yeah.
Pikmin 1 and 2 HD on the store. They didn't even have to do that. They could have just let Pikmin 4 come out
Nah,
and then boom.
you know,
I kind of felt
you
like
know
they were
what?
gonna do that though. I had a
They could've
feeling.
did
That shit was
3.
perfect.
They could have just did 3. Wait, did
I
3
don't
get a
know.
port already?
I
Am I
don't know.
bugging?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
If
I
3
don't
didn't
know
get a
about
port, they
that.
should just did that. They didn't have to do 1 and 2. Like, but they did it anyway.
Well-
I was like, damn, okay, that's cool.
But that was such good marketing to me. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, if you never played Pikmin 1 and 2, you don't know what the hell we're
Mhm.
talking about. Here's the games right now. Like that was crazy. I was like,
Yeah, you
what?
don't even need to play those games to like all the shit's different. There's no like story or anything that's connecting and shit. So it's cool that they did that though. Because you know people are gonna be like, well, what about the first 2 games? I never played them shit. But
It's something to keep them
Obviously,
busy
the
until the
big
next one comes out
fucking-
too.
obviously the big fucking thing was Mario RPG. Like
That was the biggest
shit-
surprise, I think, too.
Dude. From
Well, I
absolute
mean,
left field, man.
I don't know. Like, I can't say I wasn't surprised, but I also like not outside of the realm of possibility, especially when you had all these remakes getting dropped. You know, this is the age of remakes.
Yeah, it's not outside of a possibility, but we didn't know anything about it. This shit didn't leak, which I find ridiculous that
For
Yeah.
one thing, yeah.
Yeah.
all this shit did not leak. That's something people have been wanting for fucking ever. I've been wanting
Yeah.
that shit for fucking ever. So
Mhm.
I'm just glad that it finally exists. And it's coming out this year, bro. What the fuck are they doing this fall? They just dumping.
Yeah.
There's got to be a new console coming out because they just dumping everything out this fall. What the fuck is gonna happen next year? Like,
I don't think, to be
What?
honest with you, I don't think shit is gonna happen next year. I think
Well-
I
they're
think they're
dumped
gearing
all
up to
their
release a
load.
new console.
Well,
Mainly
they
because,
released they released the Switch in like April or like March, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they
They had a direct. They had their
mhm.
first reveal of it. What, in like October or something like that? They
I
had
mean,
a big. They revealed in like October or something like that. I think.
yeah, I
had
think
the
if we go by that
Big in, like,
timeline,
February, and then it came out.
they
a few
might
months
be doing
after.
that again.
Yeah. I feel like,
Maybe, you know.
I feel like they
Wait,
might.
but they didn't even tease anything during this summer. Like we didn't know we were gonna get a new. I forget about how the Switch dropped, so that's fine.
I think when the Switch dropped, they just showed a. There were rumors that
announced
they
the
were working
Switch.
on a console, and then they announced it and dropped
They
like a
announced it.
teaser.
Then a couple months later, they had the direct,
Yeah,
and it showed all the shit, and then they came out like a few months after that. Which
they
was
did have like a
kinda OD.
little teaser. The teaser was just like this short clip, I think, of some dude playing Legend
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Zelda, and then he puts his fucking Joy-Cons in the side, lifts it up, and goes.
Yeah.
And that was like a teaser. And everyone was
And
losing
they-
their
and They had
minds.
the direct after that shit, which was that shit was still crazy to me. How they did all that in like less than 6 months, I think.
Yeah, they kind of put everything out there super fast. I
Yeah.
think I think they have the possibility of doing that again. Because look, all the games that they're dropping is like released out this year. They could drop
What did
something
I
like that in
see?
October.
I saw something about I forgot what game it was. What the fuck game was it? Somebody said that a higher up at Nintendo told them, like, recommended them to wait to release their game for the new Nintendo consoles. I forgot who said it. Somebody said that shit on Twitter earlier.
Mhm.
Like, and I was like, well, damn, I guess now we know that they're working on a new console. Well, obviously they weren't, but when-
Well, they,
Fuck, get
I
it,
mean, they
but-
have to at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they-
I just
No,
feel
but
like
I'm thinking 2024, like the end of 20. I don't know, because
Yeah, of course.
to me, I feel like if a new console was coming, say like early next year, they would be at least tease us now, like, you know. But I guess they don't want to fuck up all the Switch stuff that's coming out now, because we don't even know if the thing's backwards compatible. So I guess that's why.
well, I mean, the thing
It
is,
has
if
to
they were
be.
to announce a new Switch this year, it would be this fall. It would be in like October or something like that. They said
Yeah,
it
I
last
guess we'll
time,
see.
but get it like
Think-
what, next spring, or I don't know. If we do get a console next year, it's probably gonna be around this time next year, like fall
Mhm.
next year, most likely. Like, I don't see it happening early next year because that would be kind of shit. Like you said, there's hella shit coming at the end of this year, right? And stuff
Mhm.
coming out today, and now it's coming out early 2024. So I don't know. Like you said, unless you can play these shits on the
On
new
it.
Switch, which
Yeah.
I fucking doubt. Like,
I mean,
I hope- but I have a strange feeling they won't.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have an easy sell if new console, right? Tears in the Kingdom, 60 FPS, right?
It's not
Something
happening.
like that.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I mean, I think we mentioned this before. I think like the I guess the expectations for the new console are gonna have to be
Yeah,
a
let's
little
That's just
pulled
not
back
happening.
because
I wish
if
it's not happening.
the stuff that we have out now, like the Steam Deck and the fucking ROG Ally, are gonna be running games. Like, you know, they're still not gonna be running games like, you know, like of that caliber or what people would expect. So if those new systems, which cost in the 1,000 range or close to the 1,000 range now, are not gonna be running it like that, then Switch 2 is not gonna have that same power for that cost.
Well, it doesn't need that power to run Tears of the Kingdom though. That's
No.
different. Like, but,
It does need it if it wants to run at 60 FPS.
I don't think so.
Not to say that it needs to, but
I don't think so.
Because the Switch
It
at
just
this
needs to
point
be-
is
it just
pretty
needs to be slightly
ancient.
More.
If it's something a little bit recent, like I don't know what it would be, but
They're not.
it probably
They're not gonna put anything recent in that shit. The hardware in the Switch was like 4 years old before it even came out. So it's like, I don't see them doing that. They're gonna cut costs wherever they can. It's gonna be some. It's gonna already be outdated by the time it comes out, but it's not gonna matter because it's gonna play whatever the fuck. Like it's gonna play Zelda, Mario Kart, Smash, all that shit, and people are gonna buy it. So they know that. We know that. So I'm just gonna assume that it's gonna be shit, and I'm still gonna buy it. All right.
yeah.
But
Because
the thing is,
the launch for
Mhm.
the Switch was kind of like there wasn't a lot that first year, right? Like it was pretty much just releases.
bro,
What
that first year was
the-
OD.
first Switch?
That first year was wild.
What,
bro.
They
what
had-
We
dropped?
got Zelda.
The launch titles
got
were Breath of the
Mario
Wild and
Odyssey.
Odyssey. Yeah.
We got fucking Xenoblade that
Yes.
year. We got fucking what the
I
fuck? I
thought
don't
it
even
was the
remember. There
year
was so much
after.
shit.
It wasn't the year after.
Was it? I don't know, bro.
I think it was the year after, dude. Like I think it was not that first year, and then the year after is when this shit came because I remember like
I don't
hey,
think
man,
so.
well,
I think because the Switch came out and the Switch and Zelda came out in what, April? And I'm pretty sure Mario. Yes, it did because I
Yeah.
played Mario and Xenoblade that holiday at my cousin's house. I remember that. Yes,
Okay,
it was.
okay.
It was all in the same year. Like
maybe
the
I'm
Switch came
confusing
out
it with the Wii
2017?
U because the Wii U was kind of that.
When did the
launch
Switch
was
drop?
kinda-
2017.
The
Uh,
Switch originally released 2017, March 3rd.
Yep, that was the year. Yep. Damn, it was March. That was
Okay.
hella early.
Yeah, it was March.
Yep.
Super early in the year.
Yep. That year was
For-
crazy. They went off.
Just
Like they made sure that launch was crazy because the Wii U dropped and it had nothing. So they made sure they didn't make that mistake again. Like,
Yeah, so maybe I am confusing it with the Wii U.
yeah, the Wii U literally had nothing. It had Nintendo World and
Had Bayonetta 2.
Bayonetta 2. Was that a launch game?
I don't know what for
I
the
think they-
Wii U,
I don't
so.
think
I
it
think they
was.
announced the
I don't think it
bundles
was.
early on in the
I think
console's
Bayonetta
life.
2 came out like a year after.
Yeah,
Just
it
the Wii U
didn't come
drop.
out right away.
Let me see.
What the fuck did I play on the goddamn Wii U, bro?
Did you play Devil's Third?
The cats?
Fuck no,
The
that game was
cats?
trash.
The Super Mario Cat? 3D
What
World?
the fuck did I play? I played Mario something.
3D World? 3D
Nah, 3D World was that came out later,
Wii?
didn't it?
Yeah.
I think it came out later.
No, it did. It came out for the Wii U though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think it came out that release window.
I don't
remember
even know what was
fuck
the
I even
launch
played.
games for Wii U.
I remember
The
Mass
launch
Effect was.
there was 1-2 Switch. That was like on
Yeah,
the
1-2
day
Switch
Talking about
was
of.
Wii U.
on there.
Talking about Wii U.
Oh, you talking about Wii U launch titles?
Oh, Wii
Ugh.
U. Oh. All right, hang on.
Wii U launch titles. That's I think they
Nintendo
had Super
World.
Mario Brothers Wii U, right?
For North America. Let's see.
It was a bunch of shit that was already on like
Yeah.
PS3 and shit. I remember
New
it was,
Super
like,
Mario Brothers
Assassin's
Wii
Creed,
U,
Mass Effect
Darksiders
3,
2.
I remember specifically fucking.
Are
Nintendo
we strictly
Land.
talking? Are we strictly talking
Black Ops
first party
2?
or third party? Because like is that like Assassin's Creed 3,
I'm
Batman
talking about
Arkham
good
City?
shit that came out that was new. Like
Black
all
Ops
that shit
2.
was like third party stuff that was not new.
Blops. Mass Effect.
I think
Maybe
it was just
Splatoon?
Mario.
Maybe.
I think it was just Mario.
Then they dropped
fucking-
Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U. Jeez.
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
That was like, yeah,
Crazy.
man, look at these third-party games.
Scribble
There
Knots
was only
Unlimited.
No, because before the Switch, there was like literally almost zero third-party games on Nintendo stuff, right? Like,
There was, but it was just a bunch of shovelware stuff. It was a bunch of
Mostly.
random like
Yeah, like
Wii
the Wii in
fucking
particular.
compilations with bullshit
Yeah.
motion control games.
It was either shovelware or just like the
Mobile
worst
ports.
version of
Mm-hmm.
the game ported over because of the
Yeah.
hardware. Well, the Switch has some good launch titles, or games that came out like I think
Yeah,
like the
the
first
Switch
couple
was
months they
fucking
had like a
busting.
few. They had a few
There it
games
is,
come out because
baby.
like Splatoon 2 came out in July, so, and I think
The Switch
before that, the month
busting,
before that, so in March it dropped with Odyssey, it dropped with 1-2 Switch, it dropped with Breath of the Wild. I know I had those like because I had those like games on launch. Then they had Arms. Arms came out I think in April. April or May or something like that. Arms came
Yeah.
out because it came out relatively close to launch because that was like their whole new
Mhm.
IP that they were pushing. I liked Arms. I don't give a fuck.
Came out in June of that
Listen,
year.
bro.
In June,
months
okay.
after.
Zelda, Mario Kart Deluxe,
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Mario
Yep.
Odyssey, and Xenoblade.
Yeah.
That was their big shit that they pushed, and they hit.
And then Splatoon came out in July. So in the summer they were already like dropping games,
Yeah.
and then
Like, what
when
the
did Smash
fuck?
Ultimate came out, Smash Ultimate came out like the following year, right?
That was 2019, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Cool.
Super Bomberman R was a launch title on the Switch too.
It was like December or something. I know it was December, one of those.
yeah, but you know, since it's on the screen right now, the Super Mario RPG, yeah, to me it looks. I mean, aside from graphical, it looks very much similar to how they did the update for Link's Awakening. I think it's gonna be pretty much a one-to-one update, which isn't a bad thing for that game because, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, the game
But
is
I
like
don't-
80 years old. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
nobody knows anyway.
Unfortunately,
true.
but you know what? This is a good opportunity to get people reacquainted with it, and knowing like the rights issues of getting that game back on modern platforms in any other way. Even just getting the original version on like the SNES Classic, I think was kind of an issue at one point.
Chibi
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it available on the Nintendo like SNES Online?
No, it's not on that service. I know it was on the
Sure.
the Wii Virtual Console. Was it the Wii or Wii U one? I forget exactly, but it is on that SNES Classic that emulator box.
I'd wager closer to release. They'll probably like whatever direct will show more about it. They'll announce the classic version on the SNES
Yeah,
Online.
They made
would be
some
smart.
they made some sort of deal with Square. This 'cause
They had to,
Square
yeah.
originally
They
made
had to.
Square originally made this game with them, so
Exactly. Yeah.
they had
so
to
there was
have
no
worked
way.
something out for this to even be a possibility.
Because remember that
And
whatchamacallit, because of Nintendo and Square sort of falling out due to, you know, the change in like hardware focus from cartridges to discs and stuff like that, since, you know,
No,
they
it was
wanted
Sony.
to- Right,
It was
Sony.
straight
That
up,
was
yeah, it was
Sony,
straight
yeah.
up Sony. Mhm.
My mistake. But yeah, that definitely caused a bit of an issue there for a long time. But
Sony
look
was
at
like,
us
"What's
now,
up,
baby."
motherfuckers?" Knock, knock.
God. But Square's been working with Nintendo for quite some time, even before this title, and like they've been dropping all of their 2D pixel RPG stuff for like for a couple of years now.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Final Fantasy, a lot of the earlier entries were on the NES. No.
Yep.
So
Yes, they
yeah,
were.
it's absolutely
Yeah.
been in the Nintendo history for years. 80 years.
yeah, so yeah, not only they showed that, but they showed what are they calling it? Super Princess Peach? Or what are they calling it?
Well,
I don't know, the
they
Peach
just
game?
teased it. We
They
don't
just
know
teased
what
it.
it's called yet.
There's no name yet.
No
right?
name yet. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
okay. But basically,
But-
you know, Princess Peach game for all your Peach, or
Finally,
your Rome fans out there, and
Yup.
Super Princess Peach on the Nintendo DS was dope. I
That
know
game
that's
was
like
fire,
that's
bro.
like a random
I never
ass
played
game
it personally.
that I've
I didn't play
played.
That
that
game
one.
was fucking godlike.
I'll tell you guys about
I
all the
even-
games I didn't play, and I'll be like, yeah, man, but I played Super Princess
Yeah, but of
Peach
course you
randomly.
played that shit.
right?
Fucking
Yeah, of
unbelievable,
course.
dude.
Listen, I bought my
Hey,
sister a
not bad game to
Nintendo
fucking-
DS,
not a
and I
bad
bought
niche
her the
game to be
fucking
like, yeah, I
Peach
played this
game,
though.
and I played it
Yeah,
when
but
she wasn't using the DS,
You
and
could
I'm
be
like,
like,
yeah, this game is
I ain't played
godlike.
Mass Effect, but did you play Super Princess Peach? Probably not.
True,
Nah,
and I'd be right because that game was godlike.
Yeah, that shit was fire. So
Su-
I don't know.
Super
I've always
Princess.
just liked fucking Peach and Daisy. So it's like I'm glad that she's finally getting her own shit. It's not like she's never had a game before, so it's cool that she has another one. And obviously
sure.
they got to capitalize because who doesn't love that bitch after the fucking movie?
Oh yeah.
Like that movie
Peach,
just
yeah.
catapulted Peach into just straight up, goddamn, just
Yeah.
MILF category.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
nah, she's in
Yeah.
Gat fucking category now.
Yeah.
Like, that's just OD.
Um,
and then
I'm-
Super Mario Bros. What is it? Wonder. I don't know what the
Wonder.
fuck they
Yeah,
would think with
yeah.
that title, but anyway, like
It's a
Super-
fucking
Super Mario
LSD
Bros.
trip.
Tripping balls.
what the fuck they call it? Yeah, it was that they called it something else too. I forgot what the fuck they said.
yeah.
It was something stupid.
We have to do a stream of that one, by the way.
Like
See, like that's gonna have online multiplayer, right? Because
we don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't say
Well, I
anything.
mean,
did they?
what was the last game we played?
No,
It
the
was
other one did
one
though.
with the
So I
the
don't
one with
see
the
why
cat.
they wouldn't.
That shit was garbage.
Uh,
The one with the cat
So
walked
the
3D
online
world.
wasn't
It
great.
was
The
gar-
online was garbage.
Yeah, the
no,
online
it was
wasn't
gar-
great.
It was
It was
garbage,
playable. It was
but
serviceable.
It was amongst us it was serviceable because we all
Yeah.
we got decent internet, so I think playing that was fine, right? There wasn't really any there was some
like
lag
that-
occasionally, but yeah.
The thing about that game was though, a game like that didn't have like what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't as tight. Like 2D platformers are way more like I think they're harder than 3D platformers are, especially that game. That game was a little easy ass game, right?
Mhm.
A game like this though with lag, we'll see. Hopefully it's good,
we'll see.
but I'm
I
still
think,
gonna play the game regardless.
I
If
think
I play it
it'll be
online or
all
not.
right.
Yeah.
I think there's
So-
no way they go backwards. I think it's definitely gonna have online play. They showed the whole the gameplay with the crown on the first person in the lead and stuff like that. So I think it's definitely
Yeah,
gonna have
and I think in the
multiplayer.
bottom they did that little you need the Switch online,
Online, yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
So I think that will be
We'll see.
online. What
I hope so.
what won't be online
We'll
is
play it anyway.
in case you guys didn't know, Sonic Superstars that won't be online.
Oh,
They
yeah, Parsec
announced-
Boys.
They did announce a Sega presentation though, right? Like a
Yeah,
whole
but that
Sonic
shit ain't gonna
presentation.
It's not gonna
I'm
happen.
get
just
your hopes
holding on to the hope that they'll announce
it's
online
Nah, don't get your hopes
from
up.
people.
Nah, it's not gonna. 'Cause
I'm
they're
not
very
expecting it,
specifically-
But
No, but bro, like literally
what's
in
the
the thing,
difference
like if you
between
back up
last
to it,
week
it says
and next week?
4-player local
Like,
co-op. They were very specific on the
people being
What's the
outraged
difference
on
between
Twitter,
last week and
maybe
next week? Like,
being
why couldn't
upset
they announce
about
that
it
last week?
because they had to like squeeze it in
Change
because
it.
everyone's
Trying to
out. Yeah, everyone's just trying to be upset
Goddamn.
about it. Copium,
Damn.
man, copium, boys.
Nah, look, listen, it's not
Fucking
gonna
reaching.
happen. Let's just not even go there. We're gonna have to parsec it, but we will be streaming that for sure.
I got dibs on Amy though.
I got dibs on literally anyone. you
I'm
guys
going
want,
to just
'cause I could
be
play Tails, Sonic,
Plain
or
old
Knuckles.
white bread Sonic, while everybody else
Fine.
goes crazy over everyone else. I'm like, you just give me Sonic. I'll
That
just-
Amy.
I mean, to be fair, Sonic hasn't been white bread in years, bro. Sonic has actually been OD for the past.
I'll
Like,
also
he had
take
more abilities
Shadow.
than
from
Tails
the
and
game.
Knuckles,
He's white bread as
honestly.
fuck. If it's a multiplayer game, Sonic is white bread as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody picks Sonic; they pick everybody else. Like,
Sonic only cool in his own games, in his own like single player shit.
yeah,
For some reason, when it comes to the multiplayer shit, he's like the corniest shit.
Yeah, I mean, I could be Tails or Knuckles. It don't matter. I'll probably be Knuckles, but I like Tails too.
They playing my boy Shadow though. That's wild. I have a feeling they're gonna make a new Shadow game like just him. Especially
I have a
after
feeling
like
he's just gonna be
Well,
DLC.
probably of
I
course it's gonna
would-
be DLC. But I
It
have
would
a feeling
depend on
Shadow's
how
gonna get
well
his own
that
game.
Sonic 3 movie does. I think it would be very
Yeah,
dependent on that.
because I like it's weird to say because of like how few times we do see him, but I feel like Shadow is probably one of the more marketable Sonic characters, right? Just because of like, I don't know, Like everyone loves that edgy ass shit. I remember when Sonic Adventure 2 dropped, bro. That's all people was talking about. Like, oh my gosh, fucking black and red is so cool. He's edgy.
Edgelord the Hedgehog.
Fucking, but he got the little booster shoes on. I was
They
like,
had the
oh,
little
shit.
grinding shoes.
Yeah,
Little,
the roller skate shoes are pretty cool design
Yeah, that
for
shit's
him.
fire.
Though I didn't like him when I was a kid because I was just like, man, he's just a little bitch, bro. It's just,
nah, I thought that nigga was
edgy.
That nigga's story was fire.
I was not a violent, but I liked a lot of aspects of him, but
that nigga deserves better.
Whatever.
I don't know how marketable he is though.
His lore is fire, but they just did it dirty in that shitty ass game.
I don't know how marketable he is though. You know, pulling up that screenshot with the.
Just looking at backstory and shit.
Just pull up that screenshot with him with the gun.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you have a whole game with a backstory, you better.
Him and Eggman, fucking OD.
Oh man.
Yeah. So Hot Wheels. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh God. I was just gonna say, looking at this, like, what do you guys think the busts were? What do you think the misses were?
Nothing, because I don't remember what they were. Because I think a good presentation is that the good shit is so good that it just outweighs whatever is bad.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good for me. So I don't even remember anything that I was saying that looked shit. Everything, even if it wasn't like a game that I thought I would play, nothing looked trashed. Like,
yeah. Hot Wheels was a miss for me.
Cool,
that's why follow brought it up. Hot Wheels was a miss for me.
Hot Wheels wasn't a miss for me because I'm probably gonna buy it. Like,
no, don't be fooled. Don't give them your money,
I mean,
bro.
I don't really. It doesn't really matter to me.
I would wait till it drops.
The original game.
Because every indication of that trailer told me it's the same game because they mentioned nothing about. They said play in lobby, and I'm like, okay, so you can't. They said play with your friends in local co-op. That's I think the new thing, right? Because did they have local co-op?
Yeah, but I enjoyed the single player stuff, so I don't really care. Like, I mean, obviously it'll be shit if the multiplayer is still ass, but
I just have a feeling they're not making any changes to the lobby system, so it's gonna be.
Yeah, I still enjoy
the same.
Hey, nah, there's no way. There's no way.
I don't know, man. Like, got a bad feeling about it.
Look, okay, this man get the game and then let us know. But there's no way. There's no way.
I mean,
there's no way they're that incompetent.
Oh, you crazy.
The language used in that trailer gave me every indication to say like that they're not touching
all these fucking AAA devs showing incompetence over the past year.
You know, one game I wouldn't buy on the Switch was what was it? That Arkham trilogy. Don't get me wrong; those are godlike games.
That's still cool that it's there.
Yeah,
but I was
a cool option.
The first thing I said, I was watching that shit with my girl, bro. The first thing I said was, ain't no way I'm buying that shit on the goddamn Switch. Like, because you know what I thought at first, because in the trailer they were showing Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, right? So I was like, okay, maybe it's just, they said it was 3 games, right? So I thought, okay, it's just gonna be Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins, right? Then they show Arkham Knight, and I was like, oh hell nah, there's no way in fuck.
There's no way.
I was watching
that game.
I was watching. I was like, oh, it's just gonna be Asylum, right? And then they showed City, and I'm like, okay, those two, right? Like the same bundle that we had for PS4.
I'm like, that works.
And then they showed Night. I was like, ain't no way, bro. I mean,
like, this is gonna be a test though to whoever's porting that shit. Because if that shit runs well,
yes,
God damn, that's gonna be crazy.
I mean, it's
but you know that game's gonna be like down res like a mother.
That's fine. Like, as long as if it runs well, that's still impressive for the fucking Switch. To have Arkham Knight on the Switch running well, that's still fucking crazy.
They got Doom 3 and Witcher 3 running serviceable enough on the Switch.
Doom Eternal, exactly.
Doom Eternal on that bitch. Like that shit's crazy.
I mean, not Doom. Yeah, Doom Eternal, not Doom 3. What the fuck am I saying?
Doom 3.
I got Doom 3 on the mind. Doom Eternal and fucking and Witcher 3
on that motherfucker.
Yeah. And they're serviceable enough that people don't complain about them. People are not like, oh, it's not like trash. They're like,
obviously, you know, if you only had a Switch, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if that game can run like a lock 30.
Yeah, if you have other options to play the game, play it on something else. But if the Switch is your only option to play Arkham Knight, I mean,
yeah, I was like, okay.
Why not, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a little kid, you don't have a choice. Like, okay, I see it. Me personally, yeah.
I thought it was dope. I'm not gonna play that shit on there because I have that game on like every other console. I'm good.
You know what really looked cool to me that I was saying, that 4-player first person fucking 80s looking
Yeah, I thought it
Dungeons
looked
and
dope too.
Dragons
That was like one of the
type
first things they
game.
showed,
Called
right? Yeah.
Mystic Force, I think
That
it
shit
was
look
called.
cool.
Mystic Force. And you know me, guys, like I am not into first person
you a
games
FPS
at all.
shitter.
Myth Force, yeah.
Yeah, Myth Force, whatever. But like that game looked so cool, so 80s. Like I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to try this out. Whereas
dope.
normally I'm like, oh, it's a FPS. Nah, I'm good.
There's a demo on Steam.
A resident FPS shitter.
Oh my god, it's just not for me. It's not like
It looked
it's not
like,
my
to
cup
me,
of tea.
it gave me vibes of a first-person Gauntlet Legends.
It did.
Nah, it did, but like
But
it better.
damn, what the
I don't.
Yeah,
I,
but then they
I
had-
haven't heard that name in forever.
Right?
I don't look at I don't
throwback.
look at
Motherfucker
Gauntlet
said Gauntlet
Legends.
Legend.
Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
look at Gauntlet Legends with like a good what's the right one I'm looking for? A good like when I recall it, I have good memories of
recall it fondly?
I was on
Yo,
my-
can we find like a replacement for Follow on the podcast? If y'all don't mind,
Why?
man, just sit.
Why?
Never
What's
mind.
What's wrong with that?
The arcade version was good. The console
no
ports were
motherfucking
kind
way.
of...
No, the arcade version. But you also got to remember, back in the day, it was just the
That
fucking
N64
Ain't no
port is
motherfucking way you just said
kind
that.
of...
that N64 port display was called.
Oh, I didn't play that shit on N64. I'm good. The fuck?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well,
I'm straight on that.
First impressions are a strong thing, my guy. Like, what
I'm
do you want me to say?
straight. They were hella
was-
ports.
Oof. They were hella
They were
ports,
hella
of that
ports
game.
on the N64 that were just complete dog shit. So I'm good.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
y'all
well,
remember?
that-
Do y'all remember the port of Spider-Man? Does anybody remember that shit? The
Yes.
PS1 Spider-Man game? Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro. Nah, that shit was hot dog water. I don't want to hear shit.
The RE2 port?
I don't remember that. I didn't play that.
Wait.
There was
You
an
mean
RE2
the
port?
wait. So you're saying, Despair, there was an N64 port of the PS1 Spider-Man
Yes.
game?
Yes.
Oh
It, was,
god,
it had a
I
different
do not
name
want-
though,
I do not want to play.
but it was the
that.
same shit. Yeah. I
Nah,
remember
because the-
because the disc was I mean not the disc, the cartridge was, I forgot what the color was, but it was, I think it was like blue or something like that. One of my boys had it. And I remember playing it, and it had like, there was hella shit in it. There was hella shit in the PS1 version that was not in the N64 version. They like removed hella shit. I don't remember what exactly it was. But I remember playing it at the time and I was like, this is not even the same game. Shit was garbage.
Wow. I bet it had no voice lines either.
I don't remember. I gotta look it up. There was something
no
about it that was just horrible. And
I mean, there's no
specifically
way
remember-
it did, because N64 had issues with like storing voice files. Like Resident Evil 2 was able to do it, but like
yeah, to be
they
fair,
had
every PS1 port, and any port on the N64 was just garbage, from what I remember. Like,
yeah. Don't play Mission Impossible on N64.
Oh my god, I did.
I did.
played that
I
shit
did
before, bro.
too. Oh
I remember
my
renting that shit from
God.
Blockbuster. Oh man.
Oh no.
I
Sorry,
remember
guys.
watching Follow play that shit, and I'm like, wait, I don't remember none of this shit.
I remember. I don't know what the fuck. I
Because
remember
it was
renting that
all
shit from
missing
Blockbuster,
from
and I just remember the game
N64
pissed me
port.
off. And I
Yeah.
remember I took it back like the next day and got something else. That's all I remember. Like
But okay, Despair, that game is actually not that bad. If you ever go through like
I know,
retro
I'm sure it was
phase,
godlike. Like I want to go back and play it, but I just remember being completely pissed off with that shit and just taking that shit back to Blockbuster. That's
You
all
know
I
what-
No,
remember.
I feel you.
You know what did that to me?
Hmm?
Turok 2.
Oh, I love that game. That's my baby.
man.
No, there's a part in, I
Oh.
think, I don't know if it's the first or second mission in Turok 2, that in order to advance in the stage, you need to shoot a specific barrel to blow up a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how I told you my TV had that issue back in the day? Bro, I
Kind of my
rented,
TV not being
I
too
rented
great.
that game and could not get past that part. And then I figured it out the night before I had to return that shit. And I was so mad. Bro. I was so
Damn.
mad.
Damn. You had to hold that L just
But
like the
yeah,
old days.
but
TV
the
not
Spider-Man
being great.
N64 port, the cartridge was red.
Yeah, it was red. I remember. Yeah, I knew I remembered that shit.
I borrowed the Resident Evil 2 port for fucking N64. A lot of people
Yeah,
don't know
the
that
Resident
game
Evil
was
2
a port.
port
It was super fucking.
It's actually not. It was not a bad port though for what it.
I didn't even know.
It's one of the better ports from PS1 games that they had. It
I mean,
is
for
one of the better ones.
N64, it's probably one of the best ports from a PS1 game.
Yeah,
that there ever was.
Capcom put a lot of effort into that one.
Yeah. Also, how do you guys feel about the Metal Gear Solid collection being on the Switch? I think that's great.
That's amazing,
It's
honestly.
great, but I mean, I say but. It's not really a but. I just don't. Bro, I have this game on like everything. The only thing I'm gonna buy it on again is probably PC, right? When it comes out on PC.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to get this on PC because there's no PC ports for a lot of these games, or they don't perform too well.
But you know what I want in that collection though? I want Peace Walker with multiplayer, bro. That's what I want.
Yo, but the thing is, well, hold on. To piggyback on your point, Despair, it's Metal Gear Solid Volume 1. Volume 1, assuming that there's gonna be a Volume 2 coming up.
Yeah, yes, but it's not gonna have online. We're never gonna get online Peace Walker again.
I don't believe they'll have the online
Peace Walker right now?
functions.
Oh, yeah,
we do?
I mean, they may include that because
man, that shit don't fucking count.
They may include that the online for that because it's different. I don't think they're gonna have is the Metal Gear Online. I think that's not
I'm
gonna
not talking about that.
exist. I think the Peace Walker multiplayer will exist because of the nature of the game.
Peace Walker was dope though. Yeah. Like that shit. That shit was so funny.
I think they can do that. I think I
want to go back and play that.
But I think it's definitely going to be like local, not local,
Mm-hmm.
but like, you know, like matching up with friends and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I mean, listen, say less. I have Peace Walker ready on the PS3, ready to boot up.
I gotta get my PS3 at the goddamn closet and shit.
Definitely getting that collection on PC. Switch
absolutely.
though, I don't think Volume 2 of that collection is going to be on Switch.
Yeah.
Unless it's cloud-based.
Wait, what the fuck is in it?
Well,
1, 2, 3?
we don't know yet. They with this announcement during the Direct, they just announced for Volume 1 that it's Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, Metal Gear 1 and 2, the NES versions of Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge.
So then what the fuck is going to be in Volume 2? They're never going to.
They haven't announced it yet.
Says. They're never gonna port Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
Well, look, they haven't announced it yet, but Konami's website that has gone up for the game, people have like looked into the coding for it, and they have placeholders in the timeline for the other Metal Gear games, which they think is going to be Volume 2, which is Metal Gear Solid 4, Peace Walker, and 5.
I don't believe that.
Bro,
I don't believe that. I'll believe it when I see it.
No, okay, here I'm gonna say this. If they re-release Metal Gear Solid 4, I finally have an excuse to retire my PS3. I finally I can retire my PS3 and say bye.
Because there's something about that game, right? That I don't know. There's like this air surrounding that game where I just don't ever see that shit not being on PS3 only. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something like they never want to port that game ever. They would have done, bruh. Why have they not done that shit by now?
Because
you would think out of all those games, right?
Konami, bro.
It's probably a nightmare to get that shit to run at 60 FPS. Yeah, I think it's a technical nightmare.
Like, it is
because they want to run it at 60 FPS HD, the HD collection, right? The best thing about the HD collection is that all the games are just basically remastered HD. They run at 60 FPS. I think it's just a technical nightmare to try and get that game to perform that well. Shit, give that shit to me at 30, man.
I mean, I don't even care. It's just get that shit off fucking PS3.
Get it off PS3.
I just want anything.
Get that shit off of the PS3, bro. Like,
so I could put my PS3 to rest.
That's literally
shoot it with a shotgun.
Yo, I deadass think that's the only game with resistance that's literally stranded on the PS3. What else can't you play in some other form? I mean, can you play Metal Gear Solid 4 on PS Now?
Not really.
I think so, but I think it's terrible.
I need proof.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Don't take
sure
me on that.
No.
Let me see.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
I will say though, I don't think Killzone 2 or 3 are also playable on anything other than PS3.
Well, there's also a lot of little small games like the Marvel's Capcom collection and shit like that. That's not being re-released. Shit like that.
No, I mean like native PS3 games, right? That launched on PS3, like the AAA, like Metal Gear, Resistance. There was one other game. I forgot what it is, but the majority of those shits have had ports or HD remasters or whatever, PS4 or PC or whatever. How is that the only game that we haven't gotten? And that game is how many years old? It's over a decade.
Yeah.
It's well over a fucking decade. So I don't know. They better, man. That shit better be in a goddamn volume 2, man. I'm tired of waiting for that
Well,
shit.
they're removing the Metal Gear games from PS now. I'm guessing because of the collections.
Re-release.
Yeah.
Scummy. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, volume 2, like Metal Gear Solid 5 and that shit. That's kind of weird to me.
I mean, Metal Gear Solid 5 is only $5 right now, so it's not outside of the realm of possibility. I mean, it'd be weird for that game to be on the Switch. I don't think the Switch can handle
I think they're
it
gonna
at all.
do the volume 1 right. Okay, maybe. Okay, the fact that it's called volume 1, yes, I guess that insinuates
There
be a
has
volume
to
2,
be a
right?
volume 2,
I
right?
guess
Like,
they don't. It doesn't have. Most likely, I don't know though, because me personally, if I was them, I would do what I've been doing with 1, 2, and 3. You know, bundle them up, whatever. But I would just re-release 4 and 5 like as separate shits. Like just completely remaster those fucking games. Like they're remastering 3, right? Like
Don't give them any ideas, man. If they're gonna drop it in the
care,
volume
because
2, let them just drop it all at once.
Remaster of 4 and 5.
Yeah, but I want it all in one bundle. I don't want to pay multiple times for it.
Look, I don't care, bro. Like at this point,
I don't either.
Like,
Don't give them the idea, bro.
nah, they can take that shit and run with it. Cause I'll buy Metal Gear Solid 4 again. I buy remaster Metal Gear Solid 4.
everyone would rebuy
Like,
that
Of course.
game again because everyone
Like-
wants a current port of that game.
Like I'm gonna whip my dick out and flop that shit around all over the place when fucking Metal Gear Solid 3 comes out. So I don't know.
As for games that are stuck on PS3, we got Heavenly Sword, Killzone 2,
Yeah.
You can play Heavenly
Infamous,
Sword on PS Now.
Infamous 2.
You can play all those games on PS Now. I'm pretty sure. Though.
Yeah, but
Metal Gear
they're
Solid you can't.
No one really.
no, they
wants to
were
play
PS Now.
Infamous
It was
like
available.
that,
They're just
though.
Oh.
taking them off.
Only 1, 2, and 3. 4 wasn't on there. I'm
No,
pretty
4
sure.
was on there, but they took it
It
off.
was
Yeah, apparently it was on there, but they took it off.
interesting. They took it off recently.
I believe so. I was just looking at it. Let's see what date they took it off. Last year. This was May
Oh wow.
May
Goddamn.
13th,
Okay.
2023.
That's
Yeah, so
fine, I
the Metal Gear franchise is disappearing permanently from PS Now. This is as of May last year. So yeah.
Interesting. It's cool though. Knowing me, I'll probably buy it on the Switch just because. Unless it runs like complete shit, I'll probably play it on the Switch.
I mean,
I love those games. I'll buy them again.
The Switch would be able to run 1, 2, and 3 on.
I think it should run it no problem. I mean,
No problem. Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 4, fucking 5 cartridges.
I don't know about 4 and 5. I definitely don't know about
4.
5.
I think volume 2
think
of that
5 is
collection
more-
is
5 is more likely on the Switch than 4 is. Like 5, like technically, I'm sorry, bro. Like 5 is more feasible than 4. 4 is just like I don't know what the fuck, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no
it's
idea,
it's
but-
gonna be good though.
4 is a
You know,
monster.
Just glad to be doing something with that and get the collection all in one place that's playable now, where I don't have to pull out a brick of a PS3.
But that shit is shoved in the crevices of my closet with my 360.
Yo, did anyone laugh about like this? Like, hey, just go to Nintendo World. You compete, so I could compete against little kids and make them cry in Mario Kart.
Right?
Yo.
Toss them in a trash can.
I saw that and I thought
Yo.
these kids are gonna make me cry in Mario Kart, man. The way people be playing online, bro. I have no idea. In these
Nah, them
tournaments.
motherfuckers online trash. Only motherfuckers online that's bodying me is cheaters. Fuck out of here.
And you know,
It's cool that they're adding new characters though. New characters and tracks though. That's dope.
yeah.
think one of the-
I'm gonna be honest with you, we gotta bring that back. Like
Yeah.
now that I'm back, we gotta bring the Mario Kart days back.
One of the
I mean,
complaints
I gotta
was
stream Mario
like,
Kart on Kick though, because I'm gonna get banned off fucking
yeah,
Twitch.
it's true. One of the complaints was like, we're never gonna get a new Mario Kart because they just keep dropping DS. I'm like, just wait till they announce. They're not gonna
Well, we
release
already
it
knew
on the
that
Switch.
there's like,
It's gonna
what,
be
2
on
waves
whatever
left?
the next one is. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm sure by wave 6 we'll get a Mario Kart 9 announcement or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And that shit better be fire because Mario Kart 8, I love the game, but fuck that game. I need 9. I need 9 to be like, oh my god, this is the best game ever.
He said, I love that game,
Like-
but fuck that game.
I love it. That game is ass though. Like,
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8 is kind of ass. I'm sorry. Like, they played it super safe with that game,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like Nintendo when they're playing shit super safe. Unless it's, actually, when was the last time Nintendo played it super safe?
Well, I think now with the new wave of stuff that they're releasing, it seems like they're taking chances. Like this new Mario game looks good, and it looks random as fuck, which I kind of like. I just like the ending where he turned into elephant.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
It's
Like,
just
Nintendo shit. Like Zelda's usually different.
it seems the
the
kingdom
formula
is
doesn't
like
change, but,
super
like-
crazy right now too.
Yeah.
Yo, why did I feel like Sonic released the Sonic Superstars and then Nintendo was like, wait a minute, no, the fuck not.
Like, man.
Bro, don't they do this shit every time? I feel like Sega and Nintendo, like someone's in the like Nintendo's like blackmailing them or something in the background, right? Like I feel like Nintendo's been blackmailing Sega since like 2005. Like
Yep,
ever since
the
like
GameCube died.
like ever since the Sonic was on like Nintendo shit, I feel like Nintendo's just been like blackmailing them, saying you can only put out a game when we put out a game, so that your shit doesn't sell as much as ours. Like you got to make sure that your game sells half as much as ours does. Like I don't know, bro. Something's going on over there because it happens every time, bro. Every time there's a Sonic. I think the only time we didn't get a new like Mario announcement was when Frontiers came out. Because I remember when Forces dropped, they were talking about Mario Maker 2 dropped. Fucking what was the other shit? Fuck, what was the name of the fucking game? God damn it, dude. Mario 3D World dropped. Like
the 35, the Mario 35.
Nah, it was Mario 3D World. I'm pretty sure when Sonic Forces came out. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Like-
the Bowser's Revenge. Yeah, that.
Like Jesus Christ. Like they don't let Sega live.
Nope.
And then they
Especially when they announced their shit on
remember
their
that
direct,
era
too.
where they had Sega making like Sega was trying to make Mario games, like tried to make what was it? Sonic Lost World, bruh. Like that they dead ass tried to make a Mario fucking Galaxy game out of that.
Don't forget Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games.
Yo, that doesn't count.
Oh.
Those games don't count because those are like
Those
that's a
games are
totally
kind of good
different, like-
though.
no, exactly. They're good for what they are. Those games
Yeah.
don't count.
Those games aren't bad.
That's like the shovelware we were just talking about earlier. Like,
Yeah. Those games are definitely Coomer Freak games. Like
those are the games that were just shoved onto the Wii like early on. Mario fucking this shit was so dumb. Yo, oh my god. I don't want to say it, but do y'all remember the character in I don't know if y'all ever played it, but there's a character in that game called Eggman Nega.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
funniest shit. Yeah, yo, when we're
Oh,
not
I did
recording
not
this
see
shit, y'all have to go watch videos of that game, look at the character, and look at the way the announcer says that name. That shit is funny as hell. I was like, wait a minute. Hello?
you're
like, Eggman. Eggman nigga. That shit was OD.
Oh no! I
Those
can't
games
wait
were-
till they
those
have
games
that
were
version
godlike,
of
though.
Jim
You play those
Carrey.
shits drunk? Fun time.
Yeah. What was another thing I was looking forward to? There was some
Eggman,
Square
nigga.
action RPG thing that was cool. The Detective Pikachu thing looked cool.
Yo, listen. When that shit came on, because I still got hype over everything Pokemon anyway, so I didn't know what it was.
I shat on Pokemon
But-
for the first 7 minutes, but the Detective Pikachu, I was like, you know what? I could get behind
Nah,
this.
like whenever I see Pokemon, I'm like, all right, what is this? What the fuck is this? And then I heard Pikachu's voice, and I was like, oh
Oh, the
shit.
Detective Pikachu voice. Yeah.
I was like, yes,
Yeah.
I need that.
Did they
Oh,
ever
man.
fix Scarlet and Violet though? Because my whole thing is like, why are you showing DLC for a game that's not really fixed?
Because because Pokemon players don't care. They're gonna play the game anyway.
It's true.
Yeah.
They
it was
need to
funny 'cause
care. These fucking assholes.
I
bro.
was
99% of the people that bought that game don't care.
Yo, it was funny because like when I was watching this morning, it was like I was complaining like, oh, there's no voice acting, that's kind of stupid, blah blah blah. And then literally the next game, it was like there was voice acting in Detective Pikachu. I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, wait a minute, you know what? I'd fuck with this. I'd do this because
first game was
I
cool.
like
The original game was
I
cool.
like detective games, so I never played any of them. But
Yeah.
this one I
played
was
one
like,
on 3DS.
I'll mess with it.
But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm with it. I'm on board with that. There was something else.
Oh, the Star Ocean Saga 2
Oh yeah, Star
bullshit.
Ocean 2 remake. God damn it, dude. That's
Yeah, I
like
never
one of my favorite
played
games
it,
ever.
so I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely the
So-
second. No, it's definitely the best Star Ocean game. It's not my favorite one, but when I played that shit, I think I played it on the PSP. Yeah,
Nice.
that shit was fucking fire. Music is good. I mean, it's a Star Ocean game. They're not. None of them are really bad, minus like one of them. When did that shit drop? Wait, that shit dropping this year?
Yeah.
I think everything
It
that they
dropped
show is dropping
November.
like within the
They
next
showed
couple
one
months.
game that was
November.
Star Ocean remake. November.
Is the Persona game?
2nd.
The
Wow,
Persona
that's wild,
Tactics
man.
game.
What the fuck is this?
Now, Persona Tactics is coming out this year.
Yes, it is.
Doesn't that shit come out in like soon?
Persona Tactics.
November.
no,
Everything's
like
coming out
next-
in November, bro. Like pretty much like in the
Next
whatever.
3 months
No?
are stacked.
Wait, when is Tactics come out? I thought
November-
that was like next month or something.
Tactica is coming out November 17th.
Oh, okay. Damn, I thought that was closer than that.
And
Yeah, no, fucking September is like, bro, I'm gonna have to take out a loan. Jesus.
and Mario RPG is coming out October,
I gotta play
right? I mean,
Liza P.
yeah, October. It's
No,
coming
I
out the
don't know
same
what the
date.
fuck's going
No, no, no.
as-
It's Mario RPG is coming out in November as well. November.
Oh, in
17th.
November. Oh, so it was the Wonders game that's coming out in October, right?
Yes, that and Spider-Man 2. I
Same
think
the same
share
date
same
as
release
Spider-Man 2. Yeah,
Bro,
bastards.
they're bugging.
date. Crazy.
Bastards. They know what they're doing.
I
No,
wonder.
Good backfire on them. Jesus.
Nah, I
Oh,
think it's
people
gonna
are-
sell.
Nah,
everyone's gonna buy
Nintendo's-
both. People are gonna buy both.
Yeah.
It's Mario.
Nintendo's
People
got
are
that
gonna buy
deep
both.
trust.
Severely underestimating
Exactly.
Nintendo fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not even like
I'm one of them.
the biggest Nintendo fan. I'm buying Spider-Man and Mario that week. Like,
I'm buying
Yeah.
Mario. I'm buying the other Mario, and then I'm buying the other Mario that comes out the next week, and the other Mario.
The Mario
Like,
and the Mario and the Mario and the Mario.
Yeah, right?
and the
Like,
Mario,
you put
and
the
that
Mario-
I
Mario.
don't even
and
know
the
what the fucking
Mario.
names of the games are anymore. There's a Mario in October. There's a Mario in November. There's a Mario whatever. Like, I'm just getting all of them. Like, got the Mario movie. We got the Mario this, Mario that. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
tell you
But
what people
my
are
wallet
not
is
getting
gonna know.
though.
Like,
People are not getting Metroid Prime 4. Oof.
Ooh.
Oh.
Low blow, sir. Low blow.
Yo, the only reason I bring it up, right? I didn't expect anything from it today, but I just find it like it's been 6 years since they announced that game.
I'm gonna say this: if there's any game that they're holding back for the next console, it's that one.
It most
Yeah,
likely
probably.
will. I mean, like, I'm not surprised at this point, but I just feel bad for all the Metroid Prime fans out there.
I'm one of them, but you gotta be. I'm one of them, and I'm gotta be realistic. Like,
Yeah.
they announced the game like 6 years ago.
They announced it 6 years ago, but I think, what was it, 3 years ago when they announced
They
Dread?
announced Retro was working. No, okay. I mean, they switched up the entire development.
Yeah,
teams and
when
everything for
they
that game,
announced
so-
Dread, they also, like, there were publications saying that they
Is that
switched
when
up
they
the
said that
development
Retro's
team
doing
because
it?
they weren't happy with it. Yeah. That's when I think they announced Dread because of that, because they were just like, people are not going to be happy about this.
I mean,
Let's-
ironically, they probably held it back because Dread was probably ending. Dread probably going to be the better game anyway.
yeah.
Who knows?
My
Actually,
guess,
No, I can't say that because Prime was fire. Like,
yeah.
but
I would guess that behind the scenes, they were trying to get updates on Metroid Prime 4, were unhappy with it. They saw updates for Metroid Dread and was just like, you know what? Let's announce this new Metroid game while saying that this game is delayed and or like releasing the stories about it being changing the fucking development team.
that game needs to be immaculate. That game needs to launch with the new console, mainly because Metroid's not, even though Metroid Dread was great,
Mhm.
Metroid's still niche as fuck, even by Nintendo like
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah.
So the best marketing move they can make for the series, I think, is to just hold that game for the next console, let that shit be a launch game, and let people say, "Oh shit, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah, they
And
might
then
do that.
everyone will know what Metroid is again, and then boom, that's it. That's easy. That's all they need to do.
I mean, if anything,
Yeah.
if anything is a good sign about it is the Metroid Prime remaster, right? Because that
Yeah.
kind of showed like what
Yeah.
they're able to do on the current Switch, right? With it, and that game looked great.
You'll
right?
get
Like,
way more people talking about it if it's a launch game for a new console. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
no, I agree.
Instead of putting it out now, like randomly or something.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Like whenever a new
yeah,
console
I mean-
drops, it's like, oh, what's this game? Oh shit! Even though most launch games, actually no, most new launch games, most new IP launch
Mhm.
games end up being ass. But usually Nintendo's first party shit at launch is usually not bad.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll get a new Mario, like a 3D.
I mean, that's gotta
Mario.
be what they're holding it for.
Yeah,
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't slightly disappointed by the new Mario being a 2D game.
yeah.
Like, I was
think
kind of disappointed because I was like, I was waiting for the new 3D Mario. Like,
I think we're getting that new 3D Mario, that new Mario Kart, and Metroid Prime 4 with the new Switch.
makes sense.
I mean, that's a strong launch lineup too, though.
That's a day one.
Like those 3
Insta
games,
cop.
even if they stagger them, like, hey, here's 2 games on launch and
You
here's
gotta
1
release
game
it in a
later.
year like they did with the Switch.
Yep.
Release
You know,
it in that
I
year.
think they're actually gonna do too. I think they're gonna pull what they did with Pikmin 4 today, and they're gonna release Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remaster when they announce Metroid Prime 4 release date.
Godlike. You know what's
Right?
weird to me? Here's what's weird to me about that. So there was already a Metroid Prime trilogy. So I don't know why they didn't just re-release that. Like that's really weird to me. Like,
I think that's what
but yeah.
everyone was asking for. They were just asking for ports.
like Metroid
And then
Prime
they announced
trilogy
Metroid
came
Prime
out
4.
on the Wii. Like the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was the Wii.
it was GameCube,
Wii U, I
and
think.
then Wii.
No, it was
right?
the Wii, 'cause I remember
No,
playing it
the
with the
first
Wii
one was
remote.
on GameCube.
No, the trilogy was on the
Oh,
Wii.
the trilogy was on the Wii. Yeah. The trilogy was on the
Because
Wii.
I played it with the fucking motion controls. Because 3 was on the Wii.
Yeah, they could have just remade the trilogy and
Yeah.
shout out to Prime Hack on Steam Deck.
But I like that they updated Metroid Prime 1 for, you know.
Yeah, that shit was godlike.
Yeah.
It does look prettier.
That game
I gotta get
Listen,
that and play
If
it.
you didn't
but
play Metroid Prime, first of all, what the fuck's wrong with you? Second
They
of
have
all,
a GameCube.
remaster's godlike.
I
shut the
mean,
fuck
you
up.
know,
Or a Wii.
You know, it's first person, bro. Of course I didn't play.
All right, you fucking shitter. Man.
Listen,
fuck
at least
you,
my
bro.
reason
What you get,
is a
motion sick?
financial fucking.
No,
It's more of a financial,
I'm really
like,
not
growing up
into
reason.
first person shit.
No, I
like,
get it.
I much preferred the 2D 2D Metroid, and also like from a lore perspective, I'm more interested in Metroid like after Dread, after like I don't care about like this Prime shit that's in between 1 and 2. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to know. I'm more interested in the story and the lore when I play those games, and like that, like from what just happened in Dread, I'm like, I just want to know what happens after.
That's true.
Like,
Even though at the time,
Yeah.
though, Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, that whole story together was actually, that continuity was fire.
yeah.
Like,
I've heard
especially
good
the story
things
in
about
2.
I read
Like,
up
the game,
about it on the story.
Metroid
but,
Prime 2 game, meh. The story, godlike.
Yeah.
Said I can't play first person games on account of my stomach not being too great.
Damn. Hey,
Damn,
you guys
bro.
can't say that because I do play first person.
No, I
games.
know.
Yeah.
I tolerate. Not like I don't. You know.
I think it's also like an immersion thing. Some people just don't like first person view. Right?
Yeah, I don't. I really don't. Like, I really
people
don't
just,
like it
like,
because
get
I don't
more
think.
immersed being able to
Because
see
in
their
my
character.
opinion, it's just not immersive enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I would be more interested in a step beyond first person. I guess VR, virtual reality, or some kind of shit. Like, that would be more my.
What you need to
speed, but,
do-
like,
You need to get a bigger TV or a bigger monitor and just sit right in front of that bitch and play Resident Evil Village on that shit, and then you'll see. That's
I
just
mean,
godlike.
I have a 32 inch.
I said a bigger TV. I'm talking about
Bro,
50, 60.
I can't fit a 60 inch.
Well,
BBC armor activated.
problem.
Skill
bro.
issue. Skill
Skill issue.
Skill issue.
Like, nah,
Damn.
I get it though. But I the reason why I like it though is there are some games that do it well. Like, I think as much shit as Resident Evil
Yeah.
7, I think it was. Was it 7? It was
7 was the
right?
first person, the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
first person
7.
one. Yeah.
That experience was dope to me. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Like, I don't know.
I think that game in VR
Yeah.
was just like the way to
Yeah,
play
I
it.
heard
For
that
sure.
game. I heard that game at VR was a fucking experience. God damn.
Yeah, that's the way to
Yeah.
play that one.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it makes sense though. Like,
All right.
like, fuck. It's not 12 o'clock yet. Shut up.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna like. We should probably just wrap this shit up and for any closing thoughts, because.
I kind of really want to play it now, bro. I say that now.
You're gonna
What?
load up that
You
once,
were bugging, bro.
because I know
As
the
soon as
preload
in a
is done,
minute,
right?
It's gonna be bloop.
Nah, I preloaded that shit yesterday.
Your
Like,
preload is done. You just gotta wait for the timers, right? To
fuck.
because
I
it
don't
has
wanna
a
play this
on PlayStation. It has a little timer that's like, hey
I don't wanna
man,
play it,
you can
bro.
play. I remember I was so hyped for Bloodborne when that shit first came out.
Speaking of Bloodborne, play Lies of P. If you haven't played that demo,
I know.
you're an
I'll
idiot.
probably download the demo and play it tonight, man.
Probably.
Probably
Download
do
that shit right now.
Do that.
All right. So let's. Any closing thoughts?
I
play
guess I
Lies
can
of P.
start. Yeah, play Lies of P. Play any demos, man. Shout out. Lies of P. What the fuck is that? Shout out to demos though, for real. Like a lot of, they're not putting a lot of demo builds out there, and I know like.
Were we just talking about this?
Yeah, back in like the E3 days and stuff like that, they always put out the demo, and the demo was always what they showed on the E3 stage, but that was always okay because you finally got your hands on the game and what the like journalists got their hands on at E3, so it still felt special, right? Still felt like you got like a little teaser. Games don't put out demos. I don't know if it's expensive or whatever, but like shout out to those who do put out demos, that have demos available, and putting it out there when they announce the game and they're like, hey, demo available now, try it out. I don't care how long the demo is.
That's the case because notice that the only people that put out demos are the motherfuckers that are already confident in their game to begin with. Most of these motherfuckers aren't putting out demos because they know the minute they put it out, people are going to be shitting all over it if it sucks ass. Like, because back in the day, right? Back in the day, we didn't have no social media. So if somebody played a demo and that shit sucked, nobody knew about it. Like, so nowadays, bro, you put a demo out, that shit's ass. That's just instant. That's the instant dub. Yeah. Because it's gonna be all over Twitter, all over everywhere. This shit sucks. Man, I hope this shit gets a day one patch. Man, I hope this shit's better at launch because this demo sucks. Like, you can't do that shit nowadays. You know these motherfuckers are scared. Especially now, after all the fucking the AI fucking the chat GPT fucking oh man, my fucking
chat BBC.
We're sorry guys. Like, don't worry, we'll update the game in the next couple weeks, blah blah blah, next couple months.
Yep.
Like, these motherfuckers are shaking. Like, that Lies of P demo, they didn't have look. It's like a 2-hour demo, bro. Depending on how shitty you are at the game, but like, it's a 2-hour demo. They didn't have to give us all that shit, and it's godly. Same with this FF16 demo. I didn't even touch that shit, but they didn't have to give you that, especially for a Final Fantasy game. Then again, I mean, Final Fantasy games usually get demos.
Yeah,
I think every Final Fantasy game has gotten a demo.
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Shout out to demos that also are the intro to the game and not some random midpoint spot.
Yeah,
and they let you keep your progress.
I'd rather have the random slice of the game.
I think it depends on the game.
The demo, I didn't want to play the demo for this game because it's like, okay, I don't know. It kind of takes something away from me, like this hype right now, right? The game's out now, but waiting the day before the game drops, like, that's exciting to me. Playing a demo that's like 2-3 hours long, basically I already had the fucking game. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But
you got the first 2-3 hours.
It's a game like this where I'm super hyped for it, I'd rather just give me like a random fucking boss fight or some random bullshit. Like the FF15 demo. Some random bullshit. Like, I'll take that. I don't know. Whatever though.
I used to love.
I'm gonna play this game. It's gonna leech me the fuck out. I'm gonna fucking die playing this game probably for the next like 8 years. Because I'm 100%ing this game, and I heard the platinum trophy is a bitch.
Yeah.
This is gonna be crazy.
But my favorite thing that I used to be able to do is like go home on new store update day for the PS3 and just go to the demo section to see what was new and uploaded that week. Download all the demos, let that shit rock, go take a shower, and then come back and play through all the demos for that week, and then hop onto whatever game I was doing.
We were just talking about that a couple weeks ago. Like,
it's just fun to try
like releasing
stuff
in like early access and letting you try this shit before they fucking come out.
I think you sell a lot more copies that way because like there's so many times where I've tried things on demos where I wasn't interested on it, and if I like the demo, then I was like, this is probably gonna be good.
If it's good.
If it's good.
Because there are demos that have been like, oh yeah, I'm not buying this game.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, like, and beta tests of a polished game. Also, you know, that because I'll always say, like, don't pre-order a game, wait till day one, and then purchase it. But if you play like a beta of a game, Street Fighter 6, Exo Primal, and it's like, man, these things run great. These games are fun. I'll you know, say, hey man, you can pre-order that if you want, because if you experience it and if it runs the same, then
yo, I never saw any more big ball confidence than Capcom linking the fucking character list for Street Fighter. Oops.
Oops.
Jeez. Here's our entire roster. My God. Oh no.
Yeah.
Someone leaked
Oh
it.
no.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That was definitely a let's see how people
feel.
feel about this, and if they think it sucks, then we'll change it.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
It's crazy because that's the confidence though. They knew motherfuckers
Yeah.
wasn't gonna say it sucked. Like that shit was fire. Like I wasn't even mad. I was like, okay, this shit looks dope. Like I already knew who I wanted to play before the game even dropped. Perfect. I mean, the character's still not even out yet, but that's still like, I don't know. That is a cool way to generate hype though, right? Whether they did it on purpose, whether they did it or not, I'm pretty sure they did. Either way,
Yeah.
I think that shit did more for the game than what we might think.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so because it was
Especially
just
for the new characters. Because everyone was saying, oh man, the new characters look cool. The new characters look fire.
Yeah.
These designs look dope.
Nah, they do
Right.
look cool for the most part. I don't think I hate a single one.
Waiting for my character to come out. What I gotta wait till? When does
Aki?
Rashid come out? August? And then
Wait,
the
Rashid?
next chick comes out in hell no. I'm saying Rashid come out in August and then the chick come out
I was about
after
to
him.
say, bro. I was like,
Must be
what?
crazy if you think I'm fucking with no Rashid, bro.
I mean, he does. Stop playing.
With his fucking chonkless on. I'm good. I'm straight.
Oh, so who hates feet now, bro?
I don't hate feet. I just hate stupid looking sandals. I'm good. That shit is corny.
Why did that kill me, bro?
Cause you're
So,
Hispanic. You know what I'm talking about. Like fucking fake ass chonkless, bro. I'm good.
Well,
That shit look goofy, bruh. Y'all don't think sandals are goofy as fuck, bruh? If I catch any of y'all motherfuckers wearing sandals one day, I swear to God, like you are getting clowned for the rest of your life. Yo, freak, you be wearing sandals, bro?
nah, I wear Crocs.
All right.
I'm a dad now.
And,
I wear Crocs, bro.
Yeah, that's why I asked. That's why I was like, I know these daddies out here be wearing sandals, bro.
Nah,
Oh no.
I don't wear sandals. I wear Crocs, bro.
Oh shit.
Them shits are definitely comfortable as fuck, though.
No, I fuck with Crocs. I'm just not fucking with no bootleg ass, grimy ass sandals, bro.
Oh, man. Anybody else got any high points, low points?
I don't think it's gonna get any better than that.
I don't think so either.
Damn.
All right, y'all. I think
is
that
this
is
podcast
gonna
about
do
again?
it. I have no idea. I think it's about just flopping out our BBCs. With that being said, shout out to everybody tuning in to Freaks and Peaks podcast. I know I need to put the backlogs onto YouTube. I'll be doing that soon, this week, tonight. We'll see. Keep an eye on the YouTube channel for it. And then you keep an eye out for this one and any future ones. But shout out to everybody tuning in and tune in every Thursday typically, but Wednesday, like I said, we had a special occasion today. Catch you guys again next week.
See you guys in a month.
Later.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
probably, right? But have a good one, y'all.
See
Check
you guys
out the
in the
live
next
stream
life.
when you
What the
can.
fuck?
Check out the live stream coming soon for Twitch TV Despair.
Shut up. Shut up.
Notifications
Don't
at
get that
9:30 in the morning. He's
Shut
coming
up.
back, y'all. He's coming
I
back with
still
that
don't understand how that
FF16.
even happened when I closed that shit immediately.
Caught your ass.
Have a good night,
How?
y'all.
Like, this nigga
Thanks
freak.
for listening in. Early.